and we have fun. We have so much fun.
You have fun though?
Yeah, 2 minutes this morning. I do it for the health benefits. It's shocking every time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still feel the cold every time, but my response, my adaptability happens a lot quicker now.
Okay.
It's gradual, right? And it's a calling. Like, you'll see everyone that shows up is a unique person, is a character. No normal people show up to get in the water.
So where we're heading today?
We're going up to George's Pond up on Signal Hill, but we affectionately call it Signal Chill. So if your hands get cold, you can also put them down by your knees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going? Are we ready?
Are we ready?
Ready.
It's a date. Right on.
First of all, I want to welcome you all to Chapel Cove Beach. I'm Bob Myers. I'm one of the organizers of the Polar Dip. This is our 12th year. We started this 12 years ago with just 4 people. Now look at us.
I think it was in 2008, 2009. I did my first one. I heard of the polar bear plunge that people do on January 1st. I'm going to do that.
Right.
So off we go to the ocean. That was my first actual dip. Now, that was just run in, dive under, get out as quickly as I can. You're doing what most people do.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So actually Jenna, who is a moderator in our group, was actually super passionate about the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and she was the one who posed it to us. And obviously Brent, being the great advocate that he is, was like, absolutely, let's get a team together, let's get it started and see how much we can raise. And that was basically it, just a bunch of passionate folks trying to help people.
So I'm with these crazy individuals that are out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh, we're walking a trail. Okay, cool. Let's go. This is my breath. Oh, there's a beach. Nice.
usually go down over the dock. Someone tried to hold me underwater when I was younger, and so I became afraid of the water, and my whole adult life I didn't swim. It would take a lot of effort for someone to convince me in the water, and if I did go in the water, I would end up crying. I started having panic attacks for the first time. I'd never had a panic attack before, and after I started swimming in the cold, I realized that you could be in the middle of a panic attack and it will stop. There's a vagus nerve that runs down the right or the left front side of your neck and chest. And when you cold shock that, it calms your nervous system. So technically, I don't need to get in freezing water. I could just hold some cold peas to the chest.
Right.
Be careful.
It's slippery.
No, it's not slippery. It's just you need to step over this.
It's shallow. Jason's usually on the floating dock.
Yeah.
Okay,
Be
cool.
on this side.
It's 2 degrees.
We're looking at about between 2 and 4 degrees in the water.
Okay, so it's between 2 and 4 degrees in the water. And a snowflake just hit my face.
Do you remember how cold it was?
Yeah, I remember how cold it was. I've been here for 5 minutes and 51 seconds. I don't feel cold at all.
But there's a day that Jason got stuck because he couldn't get dressed.
Easy, that is not a ball.
It's fluffy, it's mine!
It's not a ball.
No.
Delta?
No.
Sorry.
Come here, leave it. That is not for you.
No. Stop wiggling your little bum.
Delta?
So the dog thinks that this is a ball. So I'm in 2 pants, 3 jerseys,
I'm in no pants.
a hat. She has on no pants.
We all have no
They're in
pants.
short pants. She's in a bath suit. It's 2 degrees.
This will be a little less crazy than mine.
So once again, it's 7:27 p.m.
Oh yeah, I should start. Yeah.
7:27.
Once again, yeah. Just moments apart. This is the part you don't like, Delta.
So in case you're wondering, that light up there, that's the moon, right? So that's the moon. And these are my friends. So the guys are out. How long did y'all stay in? 3 minutes? 3 minutes. Right, so they stayed in for 3 minutes. As the girls, they are floating.
Because we can.
Right.
There was a lady on TikTok, her name was Anne, did the dips online that I was still watching when I was still living in Toronto. So when I came to St. John's, I said to her I wanted to try it. The first dip, I was very nervous. By the second, third dip is when I really started to get the benefits. This is like a daily part of my life. But it's amazing because this is something that I had never tried before, right? Thought I'd just do it just for shits and giggles. Sorry, pardon my French. And then you get it, and then I got in, and it was like, and the second dip, Anne's like, after about a minute, she's like, and what are you thinking about now? And I'm like, absolutely nothing.
The craziest thing I've done for a dip? Oh my gosh. Probably here in the winter time. It was actually this winter. We were trying to get here for a plunge and it was all very thick ice. And so, I mean, like nobody can try this at home unless they're like have experience or want to like fall through the water. But Terry Lynn and I were here and it was like dark and we had our headlamps on and we were just trying to like make a hole to get in just right over there where the rock line is. And it took us like an hour to get in, and then by the time we got in, it was the most bizarre thing because you couldn't get in and like get straight down because it wasn't deep enough. So you had to like get in and like slide your body like under the ice. and you could like feel the ice moving on top. We're like, this is so unsafe. But that was probably the most crazy experience thus far.
Okay, that didn't work out. Tiny smidge more because some air will come off when I take that off. Look at that, Sean. It's because it does 3 things for me. Probably the most important thing, it quiets my mind. I live in my head. It's not always a great place to live. So when I get in the cold water, those first couple of breaths where I'm, soon as my body breathes normally, that voice in my head goes way, way down. And if I'm really lucky, it goes essentially off for a little while. There's no gift better than that. The second thing is, we live in a world with lots of pressures and lots of external judgment and worse internal judgment, I guess. So your nervous system is always just primed to go into disaster mode. Going in the water flips that as well. I go from being feel good, I'm breathing fast, I'm breathing shallow to settles down. Then the third thing is the dopamine rush gives me motivation before I have to do something I really don't like doing and I'm not good at. This motivates me and it just works better. My mind is clear. I don't get caught in the loops. So it serves a practical purpose too.
Yeah, Brent's the founder. It was one thing, and then the moderators and stuff, because Brent was doing it all himself. But then we kind of all came on board, and it was like, let's set up the guidelines. Let's do, let's encourage newcomers to come. Let's work with them and help them through their first experience. So it's kind of really turned into something really huge. He will usually send someone. Now, last year we maintained it ourselves. We had Brent's saw. But this year Brent kept up on it. So it's kind of like a team effort. We kind of Brent for the most part will try and have it done for Saturdays. But a lot of plungers will go up throughout the week. You'll have, again, it's such a community thing. You'll have people on their way to work who go up and clear the hole, or somebody coming home from work, or they're on their lunch break go. And so many people are at George's Pond plunging throughout the weeks that typically they stay, the hole stays open for the most part.
You gotta rock the edges so you get the edges knocked off. That's good. Oh yeah!
What Brent does, where he cuts the triangles and creates these little
Ice sculptures.
Yeah, and they block the wind too, right? So yeah, so here we're still a little bit behind on having a good system for this. Brent does it. Some people do it. Last year, I went up a few times with a sledgehammer. Terry Lynn has a hatchet.
Right.
It's an experience. It's a full experience.
Hey, now my bicycle. This is stupid. I wonder if they're going somewhere warm. It's not too cold. It's at -2, -3. I do it for the challenge. It's a big physical challenge too, but of course it's probably even more of a mental challenge than anything, to convince yourself that you're going to go into water and it's going to be near 0 degrees, and you're going to come out feeling better than when you went in. A lot of mountain biking, running, that kind of thing, it's physical, and sometimes especially if you're in a race situation, it's a big mental thing as well, but you're still leaning more towards the physical side with a little bit of mental, whereas I think the plunging, the dipping, it's more mental. This is a bit. Oh, bleep that one out. Oh my god! Alright, we're good. We're in. A lot of times when I'm getting undressed, I'm standing next to the pond, the wind is blowing, it's -20, with the wind chill. I'm thinking, why? Why am I doing this? I'm taking off my clothes, I'm why? Why am I doing it? But I don't stop. I never stop to question myself. I just keep on going, because I don't let that doubt in too deep. If I'm there on site, I'm going in. There's no... But I've frequently done ice baths, just for the legs, just after a long run, something like that. Just want to try to flush out the lactic acid. I'd sit in a bathtub, half full of ice. See, there's almost two ways you can do it. You can do almost solo or you and someone else, and be like quiet, peaceful, like a meditative type of dip. But then the group on Saturdays, you know, with more people, there's a lot more energy, and it's more invigorating. George's Ponds, with everybody there, it's got to be your favorite.
Time is relative, okay.
For this.
Yes. That'll hit you, okay.
Feel free to take pictures. It's easier on this side, I find. We should put a step on Oh my god. Okay, go!